Welcome back to the channel. Harley Quinn here, leader of Tears of Angels in Region 293 with another video from the mobile game Doomsday Last Survivors. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to like, sub and turn on that bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. Now, let's get into it.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the transportation. Now, the Shipment Centre, personal escorts as well as alliance escorts. So we're going to go over the whole kit and caboodle. We're going to talk about the alliance escort and what you need to do, your personal escorts in terms of trying to defend them as best as you can and what to look out for, as well as a great trick and tip to use for yourself and your clan to help get those much needed materials such as honing chips and gold carbon. So let's jump in. So the Shipment Centre is a recent update. In terms of updates, you get yourself 4 car slots if you have certain things. Now, you unlock the 4th one when you have the monthly battle pass. So you do have to have that monthly one to unlock. Otherwise, you just have 3 ticking through. You get 4 trucks per day that you can send off. So we'll look at our personal ones to begin with. So you have 4 levels. So you have D, C, B, A, and S. Oh, sorry. 5. My bad. Grey, green, blue, purple, and gold. So you click on the X, it pops up, and you get your truck. You get respin tickets, which are these blue ones, or reset tickets, and you do get them in the trucks as well. So you can build them up, but after a while you will run out and you will have to just kind of take what is given. But you get 1 free reset per day and you could get something good. So you got a bunch of tickets, you spin it until you find something you kind of want, which will be your S-Class trucks, which there's nothing really there that I'm wanting. Gold star, signal device, 3 tickets, a bunch of resources. So I'll leave him there. You rinse and repeat. You do this for all of them. So you got an A-Class, I'll keep him there. And blue chips, I'll keep that one. And we'll reset this one to try to find something worthwhile for the video. You just keep spamming it. Blue chips, nah. Bunch of signaling devices, that's not bad. Blue chips and stars. So once you've spun it for a while, the S's do tend to stay up for a long time. So we've got carbon. So you can get really lucky and get 2 purple chips and 2 purple chips for a maximum of 4 in a truck. I don't think I've seen a 6 truck before. If anyone has, let me know in the comments. That'd be pretty cool to know. But in terms of your trucks, you want to be looking out for your gold carbon and your purple chips. Signaling devices next, gold stars and blue chips are kind of the things I look out for. You then get some you then get a little loadout where you have to place some troops to defend them. Now, I highly recommend making 4 pre-saves to defend your trucks. Now, this one needs to be changed because that is not running at the moment. Swap that out for that. And her, because it's not right. Overwrite that. So the idea is get yourself all your trucks first and then find your best truck that you want to defend. In my turn, it's this one, and you will place your strongest team down to defend it. Now this is my strongest team I have in terms of power wise. So I'm sitting at 54,700, and then I will do the same thing. My next strongest team, I'll put that in and rinse and repeat. Now, It's your personal preference how you put your squads. I've kind of just got my best squad trying to defend the truck as best you can. However, if your truck gets raided, it's pretty hard to defend it with the trick that I will show you coming up. So they have a 4-hour timer to be collected. Once that's done, you can collect your rewards if they have been raided. The Alliance truck is up the top. Someone in your leadership needs to start it, and you can start it with a 4-hour, 8-hour, or 12-hour delay. Now, we always start ours with a 12-hour delay to allow everyone time to get in. So you jump into the transporter and you get some rewards. Now you get purple tickets. Again, you can refresh these to find yourself some good rewards. Ooh, I just went past some gold carbon. Oops. I'm looking for some purple chips. There we go. There's a purple chip. Cool. So if we win, we get that one. And then you also have your combat. So you can get 10 people in here to help defend the truck, as well as you have 3 combatants to defend the truck. Now, to defend the truck, you need to either be in the truck to help defend and then you get picked out of, or entrustment team. So to be put in the entrustment team, you need to be top 10 in your alliance power-wise, and if you are and you fall into that ranking, you can create a team, you complete your formation, and it has almost a week worth of surviving. To do that, I'll remove Dr. Love just for the video. You put myself in there to defend, and I will put myself first, because the way the trucks work is kind of silly. So there we go. We're now defending that. If you're picked for defending and you do succeed, you do get yourself some more rewards. To refresh these rewards here, you need to be part of the 10 here, which is, I mean, I could sit there and remove my players to make room. However, you are a farm, you're getting out. You sit in there and you refresh that. You then have the raid chances. So you have 4 little pickups which you can attack, and 1 special raid, which is the big truck. So you can raid the big truck once, and the 4 little ones 4 times. You can also use your special raid an extra time on little trucks. So you get 5 chances per day on small trucks, and this is where I would highly recommend you do it. So as you can see, for me, trying to raid these guys, they're sitting at 56 million power. I am never going to get them or beat them. The matching is very, very hard, like Prim Daddy. You just keep refreshing it to find yourself something you want. Now, the trick that I'm going to show you is this. So you want to get yourself a farm account or someone in your alliance. I'm going to be using my Harley Oil 3 for this. And I'll jump over and show you what I mean. Alright, we are here in Harley Oil 3. We go to the truck. We'll join just so it gets rid of that window because it's very annoying. Click on that little one. So as you can see here, I only have two unlocked. I need to make a purchase actually to unlock the 3rd one. So I was incorrect in terms of saying there was 3. There is only 2. So it just means you've got to do it twice a day, and it's not that bad. And then the super monthly paths for number 4. So the trick. I'm now looking at these ones, and as you can see, they're 7 million power, and they're similar to my power. So what you do is you sit here on your little farm, or someone's weak account is doing it for the whole clan. You can nominate someone. Someone might do it willingly. And the goal is... I will find one. We'll speed this up. Here we go. So, I found myself some chips. So we click raid. Now, I'm not going to raid this. What you would do is you'd post it into your clan, or in terms of this, I have a self-trade account open. And then what you do is you've sent that now, and then you jump back over to your other account to raid it. Okay, we're back here at Harley. I've got my pickup sent over from Harley Oil 3. I go into it, and here it is. I then go in, raid, use my preloadout, 54 versus 7. Ooh, got the 3 tickets, didn't get the purple chips. No purple chips. So that's the trick. It's very, very simple. You use a small account to find you trucks and send them to your main, and then you jump back to your main and raid those trucks. You don't have to worry about the hassle of trying to beat the people. You know you're going to beat them. It's just a matter of getting lucky and securing the rewards you want. So keep an eye out for those purple chips and gold carbon are my 2 recommendations. If you're really chasing the T6 goal and you're really looking for speed ups, that would be another thing maybe. Look for speed up trucks. So you can do that for 5 raid chances. So in a day, on average, you'll sometimes get around the 4 chips a day. You can get really lucky and get 10 if you get really lucky, or you get really unlucky and get none. But even if you said on average you got 2 chips per day from just doing that trucks, that is 60 chips every month with ease. Now, I've said this in my honing challenge video. Getting the 104 that you need for the first red vial is very, very simple. 80 from AOD and 60 from the trucks is not hard. There's 140 chips just there. That's without doing anything else, getting them from your trucks. So you've got plenty. You've really got plenty to get. So as I said, if you can and you've got the time, send them into your clan. They will appreciate it. It really helps them do it. If your leadership and you've got someone that is doing it, hit them up. Go, hey, if you're happy to keep doing that every day, sending trucks for an hour or whatever, maybe pay them a bit of extra gold for taking that time. I was sending extra gold to one of my clan members for sending me trucks, because I was getting purple chips from them. This works a lot easier if you've got two phones or a computer and a phone. You can just quickly do it, which is what I normally do, rather than do the switch, because sometimes your trucks can get raided. Now, sometimes you might put the truck up straight away and it gets raided instantly. If they've got some goodies like purple chips or gold carbon, they tend to die pretty fast. So it's kind of really just comes down to luck. So if you found this helpful and that trick is something you haven't known, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't known about it, I think that deserves a sub if you aren't subbed already. If you were aware of this, let me know as well. But as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Harley out.